Second Corinthians, glory be to God, chapter 10. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 is where I'm coming from today, glory be to God. And it said, now I, Paul, I myself beseech you by the meekness and the gentleness of Christ, amen, who is present and base among you, but being absent and bold towards you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with you, with that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walk according to the flesh. Amen. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Amen. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Amen. I don't fight a carnal battle. I'm not warring in this thing, carnal weapons, but mighty through God, through the pulling down of strongholds. Amen. Worldly things that operate in your life, casting down vain imagination and every high thing, obedience of Christ, amen, and having a readiness to repent all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Amen. Glory be to God. Cast it down, man. I want to talk this morning about the weapons of my warfare is in my spirit. Amen. The weapons of my warfare is in my spirit. Now, I know I'm going to really shake some folks this morning, because when you're operating in your flesh and you're operating in your carnal traits, you're fighting a battle that's harder. You're making the battle harder. You're making it more fierce than what it needs to be. Amen. But you got to come to a place to understand that, number one, you're in warfare. And your mindset has to shift when you're in warfare. See, it's one thing to be at home, and it's another thing to get up and put on your armor and realize that you're going to battle. Amen. We're in warfare. We're in battle. Amen. And the only way you're going to win this, amen, is that you come into a place that the weapons of my warfare is in my spirit. I have to connect with something that I don't even fully understand how it works. I have to connect with something that I've been involved in most of my life, amen. But now we've come to a point now that it's warfare time. It's not time to play, to be playing around. And I know some of you turn around and say, you're taking it too serious. You're really not taking it up. You're taking it too serious, and you're going too far with it, and you need to just lighten up a little bit. But let me tell you something. As soon as you lighten up, as soon as you draw back, as soon as you get over to your carnal side and start looking at this thing in a carnal way, the enemy is going to get you, and he's going to come up behind you, because if you're in warfare, the enemy is not looking for your strength. The enemy knows your strength. He's looking for your weakness. And you got to understand that if you're not in this state to win this battle, then don't get in it at all to win this battle. But I'm here to let you know this morning that we're in a fight that we've never seen before. We're in a war that we've never seen before, and we're fighting on every side. People in the body of Christ, people in the church that has gotten over into that carnal side, and they're so carnal that the Spirit of God can't even speak to them right now, because they've gotten so far over into themselves. They've been out of the house of God. See, the thing of what some of you are finding out now is that the only reason you can stay close to God is because you was in the church, and you really weren't close to God. You was faking and fought while you was in the church, but now you've been away for a while, and you find the people that's coming from a carnal side, and they want you to address their carnal side, and they want you to deal with their carnal side. But let me tell you something. The weapons of my warfare has to be coming from my spirit. I got to come from my spirit. I got to be in my spirit like I've never seen my spirit. I got to deal in my spirit like I've never dealt in my spirit. And I got to allow the Spirit of God to speak to me like I've never heard the Spirit of God. And I got to allow the Spirit of God to deal with me from the inside and cause me to start operating from my spirit. I know some of you are not going to really agree with me right now, because I know where some of you have been living. I know where some of you been coming from. I know where some of you have been acting from. But now, warfare time requires you to go into your spirit side and requires your carnal man to die and be pushed to the side. And we're going to deal with that in this message this morning like we've never dealt with it before, because you got to understand, God is bringing us into something. Paul is trying to bring us to a place of dealing with something that you've been calling spirit, but it's really been your carnality. And you got to look at your carnality, and you got to deal with your carnality, and you got to deal with within you, and you got to deal with the stuff that's going to cause the enemy to slip up into you and cause the enemy to take you out. And let me tell you something, the enemy is taking them out every day. The enemy is taking them out every year. Your spirit man will tell you how to protect yourself. Your spirit man will tell you how to love for your family. Your spirit man will tell you how to be a protector and not allow the enemy to come in and like a flood and take you out. But let me tell you something. This carnality side will cause the enemy to get into your camp. And Paul is saying something here. The apostle was living in their bodies of flesh. They did not wage the Christian warfare according to fleshly methods or motives. See, when you war this warfare, see, the problem is some people don't even understand what warfare is. This spiritual warfare statement has been used so loosely, has been used so widely, and everybody claims that they in warfare. Everybody claims that they in war. Let me tell you something. When you're in war, you don't go home. When you're in war, you can't leave the battlefield and go to a funeral. You can't leave and go home just like that. Why? Because you enlisted in the army, and you cannot just go anytime you want to go. They have to give you permission to leave if it's time to leave. But if you're in the middle of a battle, you might not be there when certain things happen. When you get back home, your child might be a year old. But when you left, your wife was pregnant. But when you came back, the child is 1 year old. The child is looking at you, trying to figure out who you are. Yeah, you the daddy, but you ain't been there. Why? Because you've been in warfare. You're trying to shift the church. You're trying to shift the mindset. You're trying to shift the way people think. You're trying to shift the norm and get people out the norm and get them over into the Spirit of God and let them understand we're fighting an enemy right now. We're fighting on many fronts.